In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create a sliding window in Sketchup. So this is the window that we are going to recreate in this video. But you remember that in the last video, I showed you how you can create these slit windows in Sketchup, alright? So one of the windows, I showed you how you can create it within the wall. Then the other one, you create it independently. Then you put it in this window opening. So if you haven't watched this video, I recommend that you go back, watch it. Then you get to know all the steps that I followed up to create these two windows, alright? So in this video, I'm going to focus on this sliding window. So I'm going to recreate it from scratch such that you get to know all the steps that are required for you to create such a sliding window. Alright, so let's get started. I'll select each and everything in here. Then I'll press delete. Then I'll click at this drop down arrow. Then select rotated rectangle. Then next, I'll come back to my workspace in here. Then I'll draw that bottom line at a length of 1500 millimeters. Then I'll raise it up at a distance of 1500 millimeters. Hit enter. So if you use your tape measure tool and you click at this point, notice that if you stretch out your cursor up to this point, that is 1500 millimeters, and also up to this point is the same thing. All right. So I'll press escape, click at this arrow command, then double click on this square, then right click, then make it a group, then double click to open up that group, then select it, click at this offset tool, then offset it inwards at a distance of 50. Then next, click at this arrow tool, then next, select this inner square and delete it. So next, I'll select this shape that we have, then click at the push-pull tool, then I'll pull it outwards at a distance of 150 millimeters. Then next, you notice that our inner measurements are 1400 millimeters by 1400 millimeters. So the first panel that I'm going to create, it's going to be of measurements 750 millimeters by 1400 millimeters as the height. All right, so still I'll click at this rotated rectangle command, then I'll come over here, then draw this bottom line at a distance of 750 millimeters. Hit enter, then raise it at a distance of 1400 millimeters. Hit enter, then still click at this arrow command, then double click at this rectangle, right click, then make it a group. Then still double click to open up that group, click on it, then click at this offset tool, then offset it inwards at a distance of 50. Hit enter, then click at this push pull tool, then pull out this outer rectangle at a distance of 50. Hit enter. Then next, click at this arrow tool, then double click at this inner rectangle, right click, make it a group, then double click to open up that group, click on it, click at this push pull tool, then pull it outwards at a distance of 6 millimeters. Hit enter. Then next, click at this arrow tool, then click outside to exit that group for the mirror or for the glass glazing. All right, so next I'll come over here at the default tray. So under materials, I'll click at this drop down arrow, then select glass and mirrors. All right, then I'll select this material for glass. Then you notice that my cursor turns into a paint bucket tool, which is right over here. All right, so if you hover your cursor on it, you notice that Sketchup tells you that this is a paint bucket tool. So you just need to click over here, and you notice that this inner rectangle takes on that material for glass. All right, so I'll click at this arrow command, then I'll click at that glass material, then click at the move tool, then zoom in. Then at that point, I'll click over there, then I'll move this glass glazing up to that point, then I'll zoom out, click at this arrow command, then click over there. All right, so I've exited that group. You notice that there are two groups in this panel. All right, there is one for the panel frame, then that for the glass glazing. All right, So after that, I'll simply click at this tape measure tool, then click at the orbit tool. Then next, I'll click at the edge of this frame over here, then move or offset that guideline at a distance of 25 millimeters. Then next, I'll click at the move tool, then click at this point, then move it up to that point. First put it there, then click there and move it inwards at a distance of 25 millimeters. Hit enter. So it will be exactly where this guideline is. Alright. So click at the arrow command, then select that guideline and delete it because I no longer need it. So we are going to create another panel. Remember that the sliding window always has two panels, alright? One sliding and one fixed. And there are cases whereby you find that all the two panels are sliding but in different directions, alright? So in this video, I'm only going to show you that case whereby one panel is the one that is sliding. So let's create another panel. Alright, so we shall click at this tape measure tool, then click at that point, click at the orbit tool, orbit it around like that, then stretch out your cursor up to that point. You notice that that distance is 650 millimeters. Hit escape. That means if I need my panel to stretch from this point up to this point, its width should be 700 millimeters. All right, so this is what we are going to do. Click at this rotated rectangle. So click at that point, stretch out your cursor at a distance of 700 millimeters. Hit enter, then raise it up at a distance of 1400. Hit enter, then click at this arrow tool, then double click, right click, then make it a group. All right, so double click to open up that group, click on it, then next click at this offset tool, then offset it inwards at a distance of 50 millimeters. Then next click at the push pull tool, then click at that point, pull it outwards at a distance of 50. Then next click at this arrow tool, then click at this inner rectangle, double click on it, then right click, make it a group, then double click to open up that group, click at the push pull tool, then pull it outwards at a distance of 6 millimeters. Hit enter, click at this arrow tool, click outside this group for the glass glazing, then click at this material over here for glass, then click over there to make this inner rectangle a glass glazing. So next I'll click at this arrow tool to cancel out the paint bucket tool. Then next I'll also click outside. All right, so click at these two groups that are combined together, then click at the move tool, click at the orbit tool, then orbit it around like that, then click at this point, then move that panel up to this point. All right, then click on it, move it this other side at a distance of 50. All right, so you notice that it fits properly. All right, click at the orbit tool, then orbit it around like that, then click at this arrow tool to cancel out the orbit tool. Then next we are going to apply materials to this window. All right, so still under default tray, under materials, I'll select another material for the window frame. All right, so I'll select this metal set of materials, then I'll select this aluminium material, then I'll put it over this window frame. All right, also I'll use this color named set of materials, scroll down, then select this color, then I'll just put it over there and also over there. All right, so next I'll just orbit it around like that. So this is how you create a sliding window in Sketchup, right? So this is it for this video. If you've really found something helpful and it has added value to you, please don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and also you can share this kind of content to friends and relatives that you feel like they're in need of this kind of content. Thanks for watching. We'll meet in the next part of the video.